That's who they hired. I mean, what is it with these guys? I mean, I guess I've been saying it forever. Losers hire losers. So that's what we got. We hired a loser coach for a losing team for a bunch of loser owners. Okay, that's the end of today's sob story. And with that, the DC TV 4-H evening news program for Monday, January 14th, 2019. The camera person is Daniel Faulkner. Video engineer and producer is Edward. Teleprompter and prompter is Myra. News anchor is Devin. Meteorologist is Hannah. And this is the news director, Dan. And now the news.
Welcome to DC TV 4-H Kids Evening News Show. Help us keep our news show on the air by becoming a sponsor. You can buy a sponsorship by calling 970-677-4119. That's 970-677-4119. Now for the news. Hi, I am Devin, and here is our first story from the Denver Post. Big win for oil and gas industry. In a win for the oil and gas industry, the Colorado Supreme Court on Monday reversed a lower court ruling that said the Colorado Oil and Gas Conservation Commission should give more weight to the public health, safety, and environment when considering new drilling. However, the win could turn out to be a lull before the next political face-off that has become more common as drilling has ramped up in these states, more populous areas. As industry representatives welcome the court's decision, saying it upholds the law's recognition of multiple interests. Legislators and Governor Jared Polis said the ruling highlights the needs for changing to better protect the public. The bottom line is we need to make sure that health and safety are a priority, and reform of the Colorado Oil and Gas Conservation Commission is a beginning. Said Senator Michael Footy, I don't know. What? Okay. Mike Foot, Democrat Lafayette. We are working on a bill to make sure health and safety are prioritized. Last week, newly inaugurated Governor Jared Polis said in his first state of the state address that he would work to give communities more say in how oil and natural gas are developed. Polis has set a goal of moving Colorado's electric grid to entirely renewable source by 2040, although he concedes it's more of an aspirational goal. While I am disappointed by today's ruling, it only highlights the need to work with the legislator and the Colorado Oil and Gas Conservation Commission to more safely develop our state's natural resources and protect our citizens from harm, Polis said in a statement. Foutier is more hopeful that stronger regulations on the oil and gas industry are more likely to pass now that Democrats have control of both House in the Colorado General Assembly. The state Supreme Court ruling stems from a campaign led by a group of teenagers represented by the Oregon-based group Our Children's Trust. Several Colorado cities and counties filed briefs in support of the plaintiffs who wanted regulators to ensure that the environment and public health and protected before new oil and gas drilling is approved. The Colorado Court of Appeals had ruled the Oil and Gas Commission misinterpreted state laws by balancing oil and gas development with public health, safety, and welfare when considered drilling permits. The Supreme Court disagreed. This story is from the Jerome Herald. Weak system moving through southwest Colorado. Similar patterns expected later this week. Durango can expect 2 to 4 inches of snow from a weak storm system moving through southwest Colorado Sunday, and more snow is expected later this week from similar weak cells. Jimmy Fowler, a meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Grand Junction, said the high country in the southern San Juan Mountains can expect up to 6 inches from the storm, which is mostly centered over northern Mexico and is hitting only a southwest slice of Colorado. Snow is expected to end Sunday evening, with Monday looking clear, but then a chance for snow returns for southwest Colorado through the remainder of the week, according to the Weather Service 5-day forecast for Durango. Fowler said the snow cells expected later in the week also are likely to be fairly weak. From Tuesday through Friday, you should see few separate systems moving through, he said. The Durango Police Department didn't hear of any incidents Sunday morning during the commute, Sergeant Nick Stasi said. The roads are snow-packed and icy in spots, and we ask drivers to use caution, slow down, and give yourself extra stopping distance, he said. Chains or snow tires are required Sunday on Red Mountain Pass from mile marker 71 to 95, and on U.S. Highway 550, and on Wolf Creek Pass from mile marker 152 to 176, according to travelers alerts issued by Colorado Department of Transportation. La Plata Country Sheriff Office, La Plata County Sheriff Office Sergeant Richard Peggy said several cars have slid off roads during the storm, but as of 1 p.m. no injuries have been reported. People are starting to get out and about, and we're getting a few slide-offs, he said. Purgatory Resort reports 4 inches of new snow in the past 24 hours with a base depth of 40 inches. Wolf Creek Ski Area reports 7 inches of new snow with a midway base of 65 inches. Telluride Ski Resort records 6 inches of a new snow with a base of 48 inches. Flowers said the National Weather Service still expect a weak to moderate El Nino to form later this month, with 65% chance of extending throughout the spring. Flowers said rising ocean temperatures in the South Pacific Ocean, one of the factors used to determine the El Nino, are present, but so far increased rainfall in the eastern Pacific, which also is used to call an El Nino, has yet to materialize. This story is from the Cortez Journal. Survey: teens struggle with prolonged sadness. About a third of teenagers in La Plata County and across Colorado are experiencing prolonged feelings of sadness and hopelessness, according to state data. The 2017 Kids Health Colorado survey found 32% of La Plata County students reported feeling sad or hopeless for 2 weeks or more. About the same percentage of students reported feeling sadness or homelessness across the states, according to the data. Whatever. Across Colorado in the La Plata County, about 17% of students reported considering suicide, according to the data. While the rates seem high, teenagers in Colorado are experiencing through thoughts of depression and suicide at similar rates to their peers nationally, said Laura Chikara, who presents the Health Kids Colorado survey data in November. The state survey data provided a broader look at some of the mental health concerns identified by a recent report released by the Colorado Attorney General's office, which was based on reviews and focus groups. However, the AG's report had low participation from Bayfield and Ignacio representatives. The Kids Health Survey gathered input from high school and middle school students in every district. During the School District 9-R plans to examine results of the survey this month to better understand students and the challenges they face, said Andy Burns, Deputy Superintendent. Recognizing opportunities around resiliency, or ROAR, a new coalition focused on promoting health and behavior among teens, will also rely on data from both reports to guide its work, said Bria Kinsella, director of Celebrating Health Communities, a nonprofit organization. Celebrities, health communities, and communities that care, a San Juan Basin public health organization, recently merged to form ROAR, but organizations were focused on preventing risky behavior among teens such as alcohol and drug use as well as suicide. As a result, the merged ROAR has 11 staff members, including interns and AmeriCorps members, to help with the coalition's goals, said Tizra Camacho, co-facilitator of ROAR. The stories from the internet. Man helps thirsty pigeon enjoy some water from NYC drinking water fountain. A New York City pigeon got a wing up from a kind stranger who turned on a drinking fountain for the thirsty bird on Thursday. Okay. A now viral video first reported by the Staten Island event shows New Yorker Steven Pesantez watching with what looks like a pure glee while the bird guzzles water at Staten Island's ferry terminal. His friend Mario Mikowski, who shot the video, can be heard exclaiming, "He was waiting for you," in the background. Pesantez told HuffPost that he and Mike Wazowski were waiting for the ferry when they spotted the pigeon loitering on top of the fountain. "We joked about how he was just waiting there for someone to help him out. Then we decided it would be funny to record me going over there to him and helping out," he said in an email. It seemed like they had a good sense of what the pigeon wanted. It seemed like he was enjoying it, Pesantez said. He wasn't taking a bath, so I'm pretty sure he was indulging in some NYC's finest tap water. He added that he's happy the video has been resonating with people. "I'm just stoked that the world is getting to share this wholesome moment in a time where there is so much craziness," he said. The Wild Bird Fund, a wildlife rehabilitation center in Manhattan, noted on Twitter that there are credible reports that pigeons sipping from fountains at the Staten Island Ferry Terminal is actually a regular phenomenon. And Bezant has told HuffPost that he and Mike Watsky were waiting for the ferry when they spotted the pigeon living on top of the fountain. It's a repeat, sorry. We will fast forward to what actually is needed to be said. Now for dumb laws. Dumb laws in New York. Okay. Oh, New York. Okay. In Greeny, during a concert, it is illegal to eat peanuts and walk backwards on the sidewalks. In Kendall, it's against town ordinance to camp out on your own land more than 70 hours a month. If you want to camp out for 2 weeks, you need a permit which can be obtained once a year. In Ocean City, a law from the early 1900s prohibits men from going topless on the boardwalk. Eating while swimming in the ocean is prohibited. People may not slurp their soup. Pinball machines are not to be played on Sunday. Raw hamburger may not be sold. Now for the weather report with Hannah.
Our current temperature comes from the DCTV weather station located in beautiful downtown Dove Creek. The current temperature is 30 degrees. The high for today was 32 degrees. The low was 28 degrees. The barometer is at 30.33 inches and is falling. Humidity is at 99%. Wind is between 1 and 5 miles per hour from the northwest. Gusts have been up to 9 miles per hour. There were 0.0 of an inch of rain measured. Moisture melted in the DCTV weather station today. Moisture for the month is 0.06 of an inch. Moisture accumulation for the year is 0.06 of an inch. Now for the big map, courtesy of the National Weather Service. Rain is falling along the Californian coast. Rain mixed with snow takes up where the plain rain ends and goes into California and Arizona. Snow begins in the Sierra Madre and ends in the border between Utah and Arizona. There is a high over northern Colorado, keeping us dry and sunny. The tip of Texas has some rain, but the rest of the central of the country is clear. From Iowa into Michigan, there is rain. More rain is coming down from West Virginia into Kentucky and North Carolina. Snow just skimmed across northern New York and Vermont and Rhode Island. Here is our exclusive DCTV 5-day forecast. Tuesday, rain and snow, high 37, low 30. Wednesday, chance of snow, high 37, low 26. Thursday, snow likely, high 38, low 30. Friday, snow showers, high 37, low 19. And then Saturday, mostly sunny, high 33, low 16. Now we present to you with the snow tail, which will give us the amount of snowpack in the mountains. We hope it will be helpful for our farmers. Statewide, the snowpack is at 94%. Here in the Southwest, we are only at 80%. Now for the climate change report. CO2 carbon dioxide is considered a greenhouse gas and is one of the principal causes of climate change. CO2 traps heat in the atmosphere, which causes climate instability. This results in significant variations worldwide of moisture and hot and cold temperatures, but the general climate trend is the planet is slowly warming. Therefore, it is important that we report the CO2 weekly change. The following are the CO2 numbers in parts per million. Last week, 410.67. 2 weeks ago, 409.60. Last year, 407.85. 10 years ago, 386.41. 50 years ago, 324 point nothing. Thank you, Dr. Peter Townsend, National Oceanographic Atmospheric Administration, and Michael McGee, the Su2.Earth Network, for providing this information. Remember, you can help keep our Kids News Show on air by buying a sponsorship. To become a sponsor, just call 970-677-4119. That's 970-677-4119. Thank you. Now back to your news director.
And that's the end of today's DCTV 4-H Evening News Show. This is your news director, Dan, saying good night and thank you for watching.